Hello Healthinistas, and welcome to my channel, 50 Something. This channel is for the overall well-being of people 50 or older. But don't worry, if you're in your teens, 20s, 30s, and 40s, you can still apply the content. Today, I want to tackle the subject of caffeine. There are some people like me who can't have caffeine because of adverse effects. If you've been told to eliminate caffeine in your diet and are drinking decaffeinated drinks, you should be aware that decaffeinated means that there's still some caffeine in there. Caffeine is found in certain plants and can also be man-made and added to foods. It stimulates and excites the brain and nervous system. Some of the side effects of caffeine are a fast heart rate, anxiety, depression, difficulty sleeping, nausea, restlessness, tremors, urinating more often, and vomiting. Now, if you are taking in more than 500 milligrams of caffeine a day, there's an article in Mayo Clinic that advises that you might consider cutting back. Also, there was a scientific study in the Journal of Toxicology that cited that when pregnant women took more than 300 milligrams of caffeine a day, it doubled their risk of miscarriage when compared to women that only took less than 151 milligrams of caffeine a day. Also, the American Academy of Pediatrics states that adolescents should only have about 100 milligrams of caffeine a day. Adolescents are ages 11 to 21. So from age 11 to 14 are considered early adolescent. And then from 15 to 17 are middle adolescents. And then 18 to 21 would be considered late adolescent. Younger children should not be having caffeinated drinks on a regular basis, because what happens is that if they're taking the caffeinated drinks in place of something healthy, such as milk, it just means that they don't get the nutrients that they would normally get. The other thing is that caffeine curbs their appetite, so they may not eat as much as they need to get the nutrients. Another study indicated that having a lot of caffeine tends to stop the absorption of calcium, and so this can lead to thinning bones and eventually osteoporosis. Caffeine may also lead to painful lumpy breasts, which is fibrocystic disease. Know the amount of caffeine that you have in your drink every day. Realize that that same drink that you buy from that same shop, you buy from that same person, may still have different levels of caffeine from day to day, because there are various things that affect that, such as roasting, grinding, and brewing time. So it's always important that you know that you have some type of a range of caffeine at that level. And ask. There are a lot of shops that will tell you the amount of caffeine in whatever drink you're getting. The following is a list of various types of coffees and their sizes and corresponding caffeine content. I will include the link to this article in the description for further reading. Notice the ones that say decaffeinated still contain some caffeine. For instance, a regular brewed 8-ounce cup of coffee contains 95 to 200 milligrams of caffeine. That's a range of several brands that were tested. The decaffeinated version might have up to 12 milligrams of caffeine. Now, if it did not have caffeine in it, it would have just said not detected, ND, or 0. But when you have a range from 0 to 12 in some instances, that means that there is a trace of caffeine all the way up to about 12 milligrams. Here's a list of different teas that also show the caffeine content of those teas. And then in a separate study, decaffeinated green tea was steeped for different times. So like 1 minute, 3 minutes, and 5 minutes. And the caffeine content of the green tea that was supposed to be decaffeinated was anywhere from 5.5 milligrams to 10 milligrams. And the content of caffeine increased as the brewing time increased. So if you want caffeine-free tea, get the herbal ones that specifically say caffeine-free, like chamomile, mint, cranberry apple. Those type of herbal teas are the ones that are caffeine-free. Last but not least, I have included a list of soft drinks and their caffeine content, energy drinks, and a couple of medications for you to view as well. One scientific article calls caffeine the world's most popular drug. Be informed and make healthy choices for your body. And always remember that doing something is better than nothing.